Hi there, I'm Danny Griffin, the founder of FreeThinkingTools.com with this week's Monday Motivation. So stuck in 4th of July traffic, I turned on the audiobook version of my favorite author Napoleon Hill's Law of Success to listen once again to the excellent chapter on the habit of saving. Such a simple, straightforward look at a habit that can literally change the course of anybody's life. If my kids only knew how important the lesson is that I've been teaching them since they first asked for the change out of my dad's allowance jar. Now, although I'm preaching this today, I certainly have been like many people that have lacked the true habit of consistently saving a portion of their earnings. I have my ups when I've saved a huge portion, and then the downs when I risked it all away in the blink of an eye. In the chapter, Hill highlights how so many of us chase away our money with a variety of alternatives to saving, such as entertainment. I mean, when you think about that category, you start to realize how the cost of entertaining yourself has gone sky high and out of control. Just go try to buy a couple of tickets to a professional sports game or a simple dinner out. No wonder why people are in massive debt. So coming back to habits, I wondered how we've fallen into this hole. There are certainly those who have fallen off of the edge completely and have squandered it all on drugs and alcohol. But what about many others who simply justify entertainment as the reward for killing themselves at the office all week long? Now, do we really work that hard? Well, sure. Some of us really do. But they eat up so many hours doing it that they don't even have the time to overspend. I suppose they're savers by default. However, before we get lost in the extremes of behavior, suffice to say that Hill seems to be simply suggesting that we be in some sort of a balance. Now that's when he said it. It's all about habits. Let's say you did choose to reel yourself in and get more balance. Maybe you even decided that it was time to start saving right off the top, and you tried to create a new habit of depriving yourself of the unnecessary luxuries in life. Well, what you've done by stopping those habits is created a hole. That leaves us with the fact that nature seems to hate that hole or vacuum, which in the scientific sense is an empty space. When there's an empty space, it quickly gets filled with something else. And if it doesn't with respect to a new habit, the old one comes a-creeping on right back in. This, my good friends, is what I tell my real estate agent coaching students that Maxwell Maltz called this snapback effect to that old habit. So whatever the habit is that you desire to create, understand that it will first come at the sacrifice of the one that's standing in its spot. And like any good squatter, the bad one is not going unless it's kicking and screaming before it allows any of those good habits enough time to take up new roots. Hey, I'm Danny Griffin, the founder of FreeThinkingTools.com, reminding you to think and thrive and start to kick out those old bad habits and put the new ones in place, but you'll have to fight for them. Look, if you have any thoughts or comments about that, I'm happy to answer them right here and engage in that conversation. But more importantly, if you know somebody who could benefit from these, please do me a favor and share them through your social media channels. I would appreciate it. And by the way, thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time.